Hi there, I'm Rose Jacobs and you're watching Kalkine TV live from Sydney. This is the Stocks in Action show, and in today's Stocks in Action show we'll take a look at the latest updates from Australian multinational contractor CIMIC Group, contract service and infrastructure giant NRW Holdings and financial services firm Macquarie Group. We'll also look at global resources company BHP Group and mineral explorer and project generator Strategic Energy Resources. Lastly, we will take a quick glance at developments across the ASX 200. So stay tuned. Firstly, shares of Australian multinational contractor CIMIC Group were down on Wednesday after the company declared that its companies Leighton Asia, UGL and Broad Construction have further extended their presence in Hong Kong and Australia respectively. A contract is awarded to Leighton Asia, totalling approximately $145 million in revenue. It will deliver building work, architectural finishes, fit out and building services work for a data centre in Hong Kong. CIMIC Group's diversified portfolio provides essential infrastructure across a range of sectors. These projects display the depth of our experience, be it as Australia's only manufacturer of heavy locomotives, as a specialist contractor completing a data centre to strict compliance standards, or delivering building projects in Western Australia for more than 30 years. The projects are expected to be completed in 2022. Moving on to NRW Holdings, which is a contract service and infrastructure giant. Its shares were trading down on Wednesday as the company shared today that its wholly owned subsidiary Primero Group has been awarded a material contract. The contract is awarded for the engineering, procurement and construction of the Mount Holland concentrator project for Covalent Lithium. Primero has been awarded the EPC contract that will process run-of-mine ore at a rate of circa 2 million tonnes per annum and produce an output of around 400,000 tonnes per annum of spodumene concentrate to feed the company's integrated lithium hydroxide conversion refinery situated at Kwinana. The Mount Holland project has been worked on in various development phases over the past 18 months between the Covalent and Primero teams. The full execution will start immediately, with site works planned to start in October. Covalent Lithium is a joint venture between Wesfarmers and SQM. Next news covers Macquarie Group, which is a financial services firm. Shares of the company were trading up on Wednesday after it shared an update on its first half of financial year 2022. The company expects it a bit weaker in comparison to the second half of financial year 2021. Macquarie implied that COVID-19 and unstable market conditions could act as key influences to its short-term outlook. In addition, its asset management business has already seen effects due to the timing of performance fees and higher expenses, alongside lower volumes in its financing arm. The company feels that in first half, favourable market conditions have facilitated stronger than expected commodities and global market business results. It has even reported Australian Prudential Regulation Authority Basel III Common Equity Tier 1 capital ratio at 12%, which moved up from 11.4% reported on the 31st of March. Macquarie is realigning each division at its corporate and asset finance business and shifting them to other businesses. It has already been decided that the CAF Principal Finance business will join Macquarie Capital to aggregate its principal investing activities. In addition, Macquarie will shift the CAF Transportation Finance and will join Macquarie Asset Management and CAF Asset Finance that will go under Commodities and Global Markets business. And now it's time for a very short break, but stay tuned as I'll be back with more trending updates for the Australian market.
Tune in to stay updated while on the move.
We will tell you where the crypto craze has reached,
where the property market is headed next,
what the world is doing to become more environmentally friendly.
Apart from tracking the daily market charter.
Be on top of the latest news and announcements
with Kalkine TV.
Welcome back. I'm Rose Jacobs, your host, live from Kalkine Studio, and you're watching the Stocks in Action show. Next news for today covers BHP Group, a global resources company. Shares of the company were trading down on Wednesday as they revealed their contributions to the Australian economy. The company has mentioned that it has invested Australian $34.1 billion in the Australian economy in financial year 2021. This includes payment to suppliers of $11.1 billion, dividends and interests to shareholders, investors and lenders of Australian $6 billion and social investments of $100 million. Payment to employees and contractors were $4.5 billion, and BHP has also contributed a sum of total $12.4 billion to the Australian government. This includes federal income taxes, petroleum resource rent tax and taxes levied on production of $8.4 billion. Australian adjusted effective tax rate was around 32.9% and once royalties are included of 41.4%. BHP also gave the state royalties that included $3 billion to Western Australia, $402 million to Queensland, South Australia received $102 million, New South Wales received $83 million, and other payments to the state and federal government were at $444 million. BHP has a record of contributing a total of $80.3 billion to the Australian economy over the past 10 years. BHP Group is engaged in iron ore mining and oil. It produces other metals such as copper and iron ore. BHP is a dual-listed company on the ASX with two parent companies, namely BHP Billion Limited and BHP Billion PLC. The company operated with over 60,000 employees and contractors across Australia and America. And last news to be discussed in this session covers Strategic Energy Resources. Shares of Mineral Explorer and project generator Strategic Energy Resources are trading up on Wednesday after the company shared today that it has received firm commitments to raise $1,320,000 Australian dollars by way of a share placement of 30 million fully paid ordinary shares at 4.4 cents per share. The placement was oversubscribed. In response to strong demand, scalebacks were applied to all parties. The company is excited to welcome approximately 50 new and existing investors that supported the raise. The 30 million shares will be issued within the company's existing 15% placement capacity. The directors have supported the placement and will subscribe for 2.375 million shares, totalling 104,500 Australian dollars. The funds raised from this placement will be used to drill the Achilles 1 project at South Cobar, the Lorraine North project at Isa North, as well as working capital. The imminent copper-gold drilling at East Tennant and Kenobi projects scheduled for this year is already fully funded. Before wrapping up, let's quickly glimpse through developments across equity and commodity markets. And we'll start first with the ASX 200 performance. The S&P ASX 200 is lower today, dropping by 0.44%. St Barbara is down 4.17%, while Eagers Automotive was down 4.04%. 10 of 11 sectors are lower today. A real estate investment trust was the worst performing sector today in the morning. All right, that's it for now, but stay tuned with Kalkine TV for more live market updates. And we'll be back with more news on markets, the economy, and diverse themes and sector.